Alrighty, YouTube Gunham here. Welcome back to the SMDC's in Space Engineer. Sojourner Mining and Defense Coalition in Space Engineers. Blah blah blah. The SMDC had built their Minokaze assault carrier based on the design of an assault destroyer. What's an assault ship, by the way? Well, an assault ship is a ship that is meant to go in with a lot of guns, some armor and abilities, and cause quite a mess of things, and then get out. Basically just do a ton of damage. Now, they need to be highly maneuverable in order to do that. An assault carrier goes in carrying fighters to do that. An assault destroyer is about going in quickly with a lot of guns and causing an actual serious ruckus. Here's the Minokaze, the assault carrier. This is the Raptor assault destroyer. Literally, in order to get the one from the other, well, you can see it. Basically, you see where that point is? Basically right where these are, right here in the front. Oop. Right where the D is here. Take that, adjust the top a bit, move it. Oh, basically you cut it right there and cut it all the way to here. And you add this entire midsection, just lengthening it to add in the hanger. That's what you get to go from the Raptor to the Minokaze. Or you just cut out the entire hanger and a little bit more and you have the Raptor. Okay, not a little bit more, it's actually a section that's still there. Literally, just take out the hanger, you're done. By the way, these connectors here were intentionally left out of the design that was sent to everybody else. So what does the Raptor have that the Minokaze doesn't? Well, first off, it's significantly reduced in length. As you can see, having a significant decrease in length does give it quite an advantage when it comes to not taking so many hits. Also, you notice the destroyer has a lot of thrusters on the top, on the side, and even underneath. A lot underneath. The Minokaze assault carrier is meant to carry fighters. It is not meant to be highly maneuverable to make it easier for the fighters. The assault destroyer is. So, what differences? Well, as you can see, besides the decrease in size and the clumping of size, there is, and no hangers, there is a major difference in the fact that there's another gun on the bottom. The Minokaze has those two guns on the bottom and then the main cannon, while the Raptor has a third Bofors here on the bottom. The Minokaze sacrifices a lot to get those fighters in. It has to sacrifice a significant amount in this midsection there and the far section there to get them. And this middle section here is actually there as well. If you add it up, from that oxygen generator to where the cockpit is, here there are 6 blocks. Besides the hangar, you have 5 of those blocks right there. And then a 6th one there. So that means you have these 3 as extra. You have your 6 there, and then those 3 as well, and then the entirety of the hangar, 6 doors each, which is an additional 12 because of the 2 of them. So you have 15 blocks to accommodate it, just to make it viable. That's a significant increase. Now, one thing that had to be removed was these side doors. As you can see, there's the camera and a connector to make it easier, and you have the letters like to flash out. Enter in through here, leads to the primary cargo container and, well, the primary cargo room, as you can see, which the reactor and the main sage thrusters are back behind this bulkhead. The only way to get to there, unless you want to drill through this tube here, which will hurt and the air, you have to go underneath. by the gravity generator. But that's not so easy, because this is kind of a maze. Also, there's a turret saying hello. So, good luck at that. Going right through here, medical room and cryopods, with a couple of turrets, just because it's so close. Next, we have the up and the down. We're going to go down first. This is literally just the area for the extra bolfers on the bottom. That's all it is, the cargo unit for the bolfers. But it is oxygen pressurized. Go through here, you have the primary cargo room. Going through here, you're already to the front and the secondary cargo room and the secondary reactor. The primary reactor is in the back. Now notice, this is not oxygen pressurized. Why, I don't know. I've been trying to get it pressurized. For some reason it doesn't want to be, which is annoying. This could be just sheer size, I just need more. I don't know. There are gaps in the design intentionally because you can customize it. It also reduces cost and weight by not having it full. Obviously you hop up here, here's the other one. Now, going through this door here, which is, by the way, you can see the ladder there, you follow the ladder up instead of down, and you go to here, the crew quarters. This ship doesn't need more than 4 crew, but it can do with more than that. Actually, you can get away with 3 crew. You can, of course, get away with a single crew, the pilot, who can man everything, but it's easier on him if other people are taking over the main cannons up front. Also, additional beds, just in case you want a few members of the crew. We have a counter, kitchen sink, fridge, coffee, and the oven, along with plenty of room. And yes, there is that bolfers is still on top. And as you can see, though, right there, this cargo container is here. So if you hit this bolfers, or just in front of it, you'll actually be breaching into this room here. Hit the bolfers, or just in front of it, you'll breach this room here, which houses the operator of that main gun. Breach through this bolfers, and you will take out, right here, the crew quarters. Just hit that bolfers hard, and you'll breach the crew quarters. The medical room is deep in the bowels of the ship. You have to go through a bit to get through it, except for you don't. Literally, this thruster above the A here, or the O on the other side, will do it. So you want to be a dirtbag. Literally, actually, you could just aim underneath there, right underneath this light where this panel is. Hit through here, you go through that block, but you have to go through another block, which will then be a nice opening into the medical room. But who wants to do that? Obviously, behind these bolfers and this oxygen generator is the primary cargo room. One bolfer is there, one bolfer there. They're not easy. And again, of course, on the rear, if this thing's running from you, don't chase after it because it's not slow, and it has those pair of bolfers. Now, do you remember how quickly the Minokaze was able to move? How fast or not so fast it was able to move last time? Well, let's get to this thing. This thing, 2,390,000 kilos, 600 megawatts, 200 thrusters, 27 gyros. It's a lot smaller, a lot lighter. We're in combat mode now, and floor it. Yeah, that was 40 something, and we're stopped. This ship gets up to full speed very faster than some fighters, and it's a destroyer. As you can see, it is much better than the Minokaze going from left to right. Going up. The up and the down is the main area where the Minokaze struggled. But this does not. One thing I forgot. name. Oops. Raptor. There, okay. The guns are the same. Oh yeah, the roll. I feel it's a little easier to roll because it's a lot less weight. And it's definitely easier to move around. So throw in the decreased size and everything else makes this a very capable ship. So 2.3 million kilos for that one. This one, oh, the air was all let out in. 3.16 million kilos. So 3.16 million compared to this ship having 2.39. So 2.4 compared to 3.15, basically. 700,000 kilos lighter. And it's all down to that hangar not being there, and not just the hangar, but the heavy armor blocks to support it. So, the Raptor, designed. The Minokaze was based off of this design. And this ship is a true beast. Non-atmospheric capable because you have to sacrifice a lot to make it so. But it is a true beast of a ship. Capable of handling a good sized crew. Don't have any sort of... a normal destroyer would carry in a couple of fighters, maybe, or at least have a bunch of guns to... Normal destroyers don't have big battleship guns or big rail... maybe one railgun, but not three, and not two battleship guns. Destroyers will have a lot of these Bofors and stuff like that. Going off of EVE Online, a destroyer basically just has double the amount of firepower as a frigate. Let's take a look at the Sparrow here. This is a Corvette, remember? It's meant to just be a slight escort. Noticing the length, what do you see? The Corvette is smaller, but not by a whole lot. But it's a Corvette. That's a destroyer. This is equipped with almost no weapons in comparison, though. A couple of rocket launchers, a couple of small cannons. Well, there's your rocket launchers, those three. And as for the cannons, there's that thing and that thing down there. Also, as for the other guns, this thing has 4 Gatling guns. This thing has 8 Bofors right there. 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 2 in the back. The way to kill this, get directly above it, being close, or behind it, is how you kill the Sparrow. Not the Raptor, and not the Minokaze. So, good luck at that. But yeah, there will be a frigate in between capabilities of the Raptor's little brother, a proper destroyer, not an assault destroyer, and the Sparrow. And then there will be a destroyer. You know, there will be a frigate and a destroyer. That's an assault destroyer because it lacks a lot. It's meant to go in quick with minimal crew and cause a ton of damage, and then get out. That's exactly what it's then designed to do. Again, though, it is meant for customization. There should be a lot of customizability on that ship. This ship does not have a jump drive, however, you can fit one if you want to. You just have to remodel a couple of things. It's not really meant to have a jump drive, but you can make it work. Raptor. Check it later.